Hi, scholars. It's Mrs. G. I hope that you had a restful weekend. I mean, we did lots of traveling last week. So I hope that you are well rested and you are ready to learn more about our Earth, our world, okay? So last week we ended the week introducing planet Earth, and we learned some of her names that she goes by, some different things other than Earth, right? We learned that people call Earth the world, okay? And we also learned that maybe we call the Earth the planet, okay? Or even Mother Earth, okay? We learned that land, water, and air make up the Earth, and that people need land to live on, water to drink, and air to breathe. And so that's why it's super important for us to take care of our Earth, right? In today's Read Aloud, it is titled Garbage, okay? And what do you think garbage has to do with taking care of the Earth? I want you to just think about that, okay? As Mrs. G reads or as Mother Earth reads, okay? I want you to think about that. So what do you think garbage has to do with taking care of our Earth? And then where do you think garbage goes after it's taken and thrown out into the trash can? Where do you think all that garbage goes to? So I want you to think about that, and then maybe you'll be able to find out if you are correct. If you have an answer in your brain as Mother Earth reads to you, maybe you'll find out if your answers were correct, okay? So remember last week I told you that we had to use our imaginations, right? Well, we're gonna go to use our imaginations again this whole week, okay? So remember, as Mrs. G is going to read, but you're gonna pretend that it's actually Mother Earth talking to you. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen and we're just going to get started right away here, okay? You go ahead here. All right, perfect. All right, here she goes. Hi, good old Earth here again. I thought I'd start by showing you a different view of me. This is what I look like from the moon. Pretty amazing, huh? I look really small from way up there. It's hard to believe that all of you people, along with your cities, farms, schools, stores, cars, and houses, fit on good old Earth. But you do. Today, I'm going to talk to you about something very important: trash. That's right, stinky, ugly trash. Some people also call it garbage, waste, junk, or even rubbish. Whatever you call it, it's all the same. Stuff you've used and don't need anymore. Trash is probably not something you think about a lot, but you deal with it every day. And so do I. There's an awful lot of trash on me, and not to make you feel bad or anything, all of that trash comes from people. Imagine that you go to a birthday party and they give you some cake and ice cream. And let's say they serve it all on little paper plates and they give you a plastic spoon to eat with. You gobble up all the food, and then what do you do with the plate and spoon? Do you push them under the sofa and forget about them? Do you open up the window and throw them in the backyard? I certainly hope not. Instead, you put the plate and spoon in a trash can. A trash can is sometimes called a garbage can or a waste basket. Whatever you call it, it's the place where you throw away your trash. What is this man doing? He's taking out the trash. I'm guessing this trash can is in his kitchen. Where else do you have trash cans in your house? Some people have one in every room. Lots of people keep one in the bathroom. Is there one in your classroom? How about your school's cafeteria? Which one is bigger? So why is this man taking out the trash? Because the trash bag is full. But then what does he do with it? Where do you think the trash goes next? He'll probably take it outside to a bigger trash can or maybe to a dumpster. A dumpster is a large trash container that may be next to large buildings. Okay, so maybe you've seen one in your neighborhood or somewhere around. This is called a dumpster. Once people have thrown their trash bags in a dumpster or an outdoor trash can, most people stop thinking about it. Maybe they say to themselves, good, now that stinky trash is out of sight, out of mind. That means they stop thinking about the trash because they can't see it anymore. But I don't stop thinking about it, and you shouldn't either. About once a week, garbage collectors come along in a big garbage truck, pick up the trash can or dumpster, and dump its contents into the back of the truck. And then what do they do? Do they park the truck on the edge of the town and leave it there? Do they launch the truck into outer space? Do they call up a magician and ask him to come and make the truck disappear? Where do you think the garbage truck takes the trash? Think about that. They take it to the nearest landfill. Some people call the landfill a dump because that's what you do. You dump your trash there. However, I, good old Earth, prefer to call it the landfill to remind you that all you're doing is burying your trash inside me. Okay, when you look at this picture, a landfill is a place where garbage is dumped and buried. Look at all that garbage you can see. It's a lot of garbage, right? This might look like a lot of trash, but trust me when I say that what you see in this picture is just a teeny tiny bit of all the trash people around the world make every single day. Once the piles of trash in the landfill are big enough, bulldozers move in and push dirt on top of the trash. Why bury the trash? It goes back to the out of sight, out of mind saying, if the trash is underground, people don't have to see it, think about it, or smell it. Your town or neighborhood is a much safer, healthier place to live in because all that garbage is buried underground, away from where you live and play. Trust me though, just because the garbage is buried doesn't mean it's gone, at least not for a long, long time. After it's buried, some of the garbage starts to rot or decompose. That means the trash breaks down into smaller and smaller pieces and becomes part of the soil underground. Trash that was food usually decomposes pretty quickly. The paper plate from the birthday party will decompose too, but it will take longer than food. It may take several years for the paper plate to decompose. What about the plastic spoon? Unfortunately, plastic doesn't rot like food and paper. So that spoon may lie around for hundreds or even thousands of years before it ever rots and becomes part of the earth again. Wow, it's interesting. Every landfill gets filled up eventually and a new landfill is needed so you can dump your trash. This picture shows an old landfill that has been closed. Most of the garbage is buried and slowly decomposing underground. Why do you think more garbage can't be dumped on this landfill? When you look at this picture, why do you think more garbage cannot be dumped on this landfill? As you can see, plants can start to grow on the land again, and some animals may even move back in and make their homes there. But landfills are also dangerous. So much garbage underground means that there are probably hazardous, which also means dangerous, gases and chemicals in the area. The bad gases and chemicals go back into the soil and air and can even get into the water supply underground. This hurts the living things that live on Earth, breathe the air, and drink the water. Using this land again costs a lot of money and requires a lot of hard work and time. In most cases, land like this will remain a dangerous place for many, many years to come. The trash you drop in the trash can today is out of sight, but it shouldn't be out of mind. So when you look at this, where does the garbage go? What does the amount of garbage that we throw away have to do with taking care of the earth? Okay, so I want you to think about that. Okay, but that is it for our lesson today about garbage, okay? Mrs. G is going to pull up your assessment, okay, your exit ticket for today. And it is this, okay? You're going to answer 2 questions. Your first question is, who creates all the trash on Earth? Okay, think about in our story, Mother Earth told you, who creates all the trash on the earth? Okay, and then question number 2 is, you are going to draw a picture of yourself taking care of the earth. That is supposed to say taking care of the earth. Mrs. G will fix it right now. Draw a picture of you taking care of the earth. So what are some things that you can do to take care of the earth? So draw a picture of yourself doing that, okay? All right, tomorrow we learn about something else about taking care of our earth. So have a great Monday, and Mrs. G will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.